Trafford middle schoolers, and welcome to a special edition of What's Up Warriors. We have some news stories for you today that will address the concerns you have about starting high school. Middle school is winding down, and you're more than likely starting to think about your first day of high school. I'm sure you've thought about what it's going to be like, and you might be a little nervous. To help eliminate those concerns, we go to Alex Cicatelli with a walkthrough of your first day of high school.
Hi, Alex Cicatelli here. Today I'm going to walk you through the first day of your high school experience here. When you get dropped off, you're going to come through these front doors here and be greeted by our staff, and then they will help you find your homeroom where you'll be able to get your locker number and find where your locker is. Go to homeroom. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Romeo's room is?
Yeah, just go right down the hall, make a left, and then make the next right, and his room's the second one on the left.
Thank you. Thanks to Mr. Lynn, I found Mr. Romeo's room. Let's go get my locker now. Hi, Mr. Romeo.
Hey, how are you? Welcome to my class. I'm glad to have you.
Thank you.
Here's your locker,
Thank
your
you.
location. There's a map right there. You should be able to find it, no problem. If you have any questions, just see me.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'll be back. Thanks to Mr. Romeo on this map here, I finally found my locker. C198. Pretty spacious. You got books, you got your hooks here, and then you got some more space for your books, maybe even your backpack. Overall, pretty good. I would recommend using a lock, especially your freshman year. Just easily lock it here. And now we're going to go to classes. You have 4 minutes between each class to either talk to your friends, go to your locker, or go to the bathroom, and then also get to your class on time. In some classes in high school, your desk will be arranged in groups instead of rows. This allows students to talk and discuss what's going on. Technology is a big feature in the high school. With countless carts of iPads and laptops, usually every single class will have one. Period 5 is split into 3 parts: 5A, 5B, 5C. 5A is a half hour, 5B is a half hour, and 5C is a half hour. In 5A, 5B, or 5C, you may have lunch. If you have lunch in 5A, then you will have class 5B and 5C, etc. Well, we're going to go get some lunch now. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What you guys eating today? Anything good? Beautiful. Thank you. Alright, here's the lunch lines. You got pizza over there. You got your McChickens over here. You got your grab and go line there, and you got the daily lunches here. Teachers like Mr. Lynn here are always helpful. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. They will help you. In high school, with the help of computer cards, you'll be doing a lot more group projects for grades. When the bell rings at the end of the school day, you can go to your locker, grab your book bag, homework, etc. Then you can come out to these front doors here where your buses will be waiting to pick you up. And that's your average day in PT. Back to you guys in the studio.
Here at PTHS, there are a number of extracurricular activities to get involved with to establish new interests and make new friends. No matter what your interests and hobbies are, there's more than likely something out there for you. Let's go to Maddie Gressman to learn more about Penn Trafford's extracurricular programs.
After-school activities can be just as important as school itself when it comes to making friends and relieving stress. Being in school after hours can make being in school a lot more fun, whether it's through sports, marching band, theater, or other clubs. I talked to the band director, the Drama Guild producer, and athlete Casey Ongst about auditions, expectations, and the experience gained in these programs.
At an audition for the fall play, the students are asked to read a monologue, and they may be asked to read with another student if they're being considered for a principal role of some kind.
You go in there with everyone else trying out, and then they run you through drills to see, what you can do, and then you also scrimmage.
With the musical, the students not only have to act a little bit, the singing and the dancing is a little more important.
The marching band experience gives incoming freshmen the opportunity to meet over 100 students before school even starts.
It definitely gives you something to do outside of being in school. It helps you meet new people, like underclassmen or upperclassmen that you don't know when you're younger. and it also keeps you out of trouble.
Anyone who's involved, a cast or crew member in any way, has to have a work ethic that they are self-motivated, they're self-directed. They can be given a responsibility or a job and not have to be refocused by another source.
You have to be a good person on and off the court.
It's time consuming, but no more time consuming than other activities within the school. We have rehearsals throughout the summer. The expectation for the June and July rehearsals is that if the students are home and in town, they're at rehearsal that night. If they're on vacation, they're at a church camp, whatever other kind of camp there might be, that they're at those things.
The Thespian Society, it's an international society for students who are involved in their programs within their schools. And you don't have to be an actor to be a part of the Thespian Society. You do have to participate in a production or productions to earn points.
Any of the new incoming band members, we would absolutely love to have your parents involved, because without them, things just wouldn't be as feasible as they are with such a great support team. It wouldn't be possible without the great parents that we have supporting our students.
Through your participation, you earn certain points, and then you're invited to join. Once you join, then those points continue to accumulate, and they can accumulate through your college experience as well to help.
There's a thing called boosters, and it's like how you raise money for the teams when it comes to like sporting uniforms, sweatsuits, and stuff like that, and food before and after games.
Parents can get involved in the Drama Guild simply by approaching either myself or Mrs. Gutwald or Ms. Bodner. They do have to obtain clearances from the state to make sure that that everything is okay, and then the parent is welcome in to help.
Well, playing a sport definitely is beneficial. You meet new people, whether it's at our school or at different schools. It's actually really fun.
Lots of friendships are made, lots of performance memories occur, and all in all, it's a team effort when it comes to the overall performance.
I want this show to be something a family can come and see, and I also want any student who has an interest and has the ability to focus and work hard, that I'd like them to have an opportunity to participate in some way.
The themes for the shows that we do vary from year to year, and the inspirations come from different things. Each band has its own personality, and we'll try to fit the personality of the band with the show that we're going to pick for them to perform.
Throw yourself into the situation as much as you want to and as much as you can. It's hard to make a commitment to time when you're a freshman, but we're always available to answer any questions or discuss anything with you that might be a concern.
Always be willing to ask the questions that you might have, and I'll make sure that you get the answers that you need and deserve.
In addition, there are a countless number of after-school clubs you can join, including Chem Club, Art Club, PT Students for Life, Mock Trial, Quiz Team, and more. Making friends won't be hard with all these opportunities. This has been Maddie Gressman with What's Up Warriors. Back to you in the studio.
As you make the transition to high school, the workload increases, expectations rise, and you will be required to make the adjustments to stay on top of the academic, social, and extracurricular aspects of your high school life. With your guide to the high school academics, here's Camden Haldeman.
Welcome to the halls of Penn Trafford High School. My name is Camden Haldeman from PT Video. In this segment, I'm going to walk around and meet some of the teachers you're going to be having next year, talk to them about the academic expectations, as well as how to prepare yourself for high school. How'd that look? Bad. You want to play back?
For incoming freshmen this year, next year, what you need to do is decide if you want to take 9th grade general English or 9th grade honors English. And my recommendation would be, if you are an A and B student in 8th grade and you don't mind reading on your own and doing some of the more homework, then I would recommend honors. Their pace is a little bit faster than 9th grade general English. Coming into 9th grade general English, you should expect not a big change from 8th grade, I don't think, till 9th grade English. Obviously, the new school is going to be a little bit different. Getting used to it will take some time. But the classes themselves, if you do your work like you always need to do, I think you'll be fine making the transition from 8th grade to 9th grade.
Hello, my name is Mr. Moses, and I teach 9th grade honors civics and government.
Hi, my name is Mr. Divins, and I teach civics and government, AP psychology, and behavioral science. All right, in ninth grade in the social studies department, you have civics and government as your primary option. You have the academic level class and you have the honors level class for ninth grade social studies. And realistically, there is some significant differences between the two classes themselves. I think the number one thing that stands out for sure is the outside of class work that's required by the honors level. There's definitely additional research, additional programs that you may have to watch, a couple of additional assignments, more so in terms of writing and presentation skills are associated with the honors program. The academic level also does these sorts of things, but maybe not with the intensified rigor that the honors might have as well. So that's something to take away from it. The major similarity between the two, though, is that both require a high level of motivation from the student. Both classes will challenge you and present you with different ways of thinking that you may not have done yet at the middle school level. So it's definitely something to embrace with the fact that there will be a challenge presented and a hefty amount of motivation will be needed no matter which class you decide to take.
Hello, I'm Mr. Martin, one of the guidance counselors at the high school. I take care of students last name beginning H through N. And just want to tell a freshman coming up that it's not as scary as you think it may be, and you'll adjust a lot quicker than you may have heard from other people. It's really not an intimidating place. A lot of people here to help you out and help you in that transition.
Hi, I'm Riley Jamison. I'm a senior. When you get to high school, the responsibility and the expectations are definitely a lot higher, but there's a lot more freedom too, so you have a lot more time to do the work that you need to get done, although it is a lot of extra work, but you need to learn how to manage your time so that you can get it done.
I would say, as advice to incoming freshmen, to immerse yourself into all aspects of high school, including academics with extra rigor, extracurriculars, in addition to keeping a balanced social life with your friends and family.
I'm Mrs. Smith. I teach social studies here at the high school. I would just say that the workload up here is a lot more independent, and just get ready for things to move at a little bit of a faster pace.
In terms of the high school, overall, it's definitely a higher challenge. As the old saying goes, you should always be improving, not just being stagnant. So there's definitely a level of that among all classes, not just within the social studies or English, but every class encourages you and really demands of you to put up a higher effort every single year, again, to continually improve yourself and your abilities that you have here. Along with that then too, things like exams, tests, they can go from anywhere to the multiple choice realm, to essay, to matching, short answer. There's definitely a high emphasis on a more generalized way of thinking that can apply more so to your life, and that's really emphasized through different means of testing and assessment up here at the high school. You also have a lot more papers that you'll be doing in terms of writing, and not just in the English classes, but a lot of the other ones too will really demand you to put your thoughts out there and get them on paper and get them tangible for someone else to read and for someone else to see what new information you've generated. We live in a society nowadays where you can find any information that you want, but I think now the emphasis is on what can you do with that information? What new information can you generate from old information? And I think the use of papers and writing of those papers can really help to show that you have the ability to do that. And that's something that's kind of fostered up here as well. So that's definitely something to take away from the overall high school experience that you'll have, just to get yourself in that mindset before you come up here, that there will be a challenge. There's a high level of motivation that you'll need to generate for yourself. And if you're willing to accept that, you'll definitely see a great improvement in your overall intellectual and academic abilities.
I just gotta say, don't be stressed out about high school activities and courses, and if you're thinking about doing an advanced class, I would probably do it because it'll honestly be better for your knowledge, and try to do some extracurricular activities and just don't stress out about anything.
That's all from me. Back to you guys in the studio. So now that you know the ins and outs of a typical day in PTHS, as well as your options when it comes to the classes and clubs you can join, but now, how do you keep a balance of all these activities and still advance? Here's Alyssa Waldron and John Lang with some tips on success.
The prospect of building up a solid GPA over your 4 years of high school while managing extra activities and a social life might seem intimidating. Fear not. To ease your anxiety, we interviewed several teachers as well as current students to give advice on how you can succeed.
Going from middle school to high school can be a nervous time for a lot of freshmen, and this transition time can be difficult. because when you move to high school, the expectations are a little bit higher for what we expect your workload to be.
One of my biggest fears is getting lost. I mean, because I didn't know the building.
There's 300 other kids in your same boat, and all of the other students who are here have also been in your position at one point. So, don't be afraid to get lost. Don't be afraid to maybe struggle a bit in class, out of class.
During the summer, we could come in and walk around the school, like go to all of our classes, walk around on our schedule, so that I knew where I was going.
It's all about time, right? Everybody gets 24 hours a day, no matter if you spend it, watching movies or playing on your device or doing your homework. You all get those 24 hours a day, so it's about budgeting your time. A lot more is expected of you when you come to the high school, so you're going to want to make sure that you are putting the time in.
To stay organized, I would probably write down all my homework assignments and take that responsibility on yourself instead of relying on a teacher to post it on a web page.
There's so many options when you get here. I think it's important to really explore things that are interesting to you and maybe not be pressured into just do what your friends are doing, to branch out a little bit.
We are focusing on the big picture of high school. Always our message is do your best and, take school seriously. But we always start to focus then on what comes after high school, so we're given the best advice possible.
The expectations you set for yourself should be higher than what's expected of you here at the high school. The philosophy of always to be improving is something you need to emphasize to yourself, and that's a continual life skill that will extend beyond your 4 years here.
Find what interests you and find your niche and realize it's not going to last forever. This is more like the ground for you to take whatever path your life leads in.
I think the biggest transition in coming from middle school to the high school, especially coming into the honors English track, would be just expect a little more depth in everything that we do. We probably do read and write and do a bit more work, but I think the biggest difference might be the depth into which we go. In the honors level, I think we focus on more difficult texts. The novels will be a little more challenging.
I say that the smartest thing to do is get rid of the things that you're not passionate about. Find the things that really excite you and that you really enjoy, and that will help you find the balance between the two.
Everybody has self-doubt. Everybody's trying to figure out what they like to do. It's normal. Don't worry about it. Don't think that you're, some kind of weirdo for doubting yourself or not knowing exactly what you want to do with your life. It's okay.
When I was in 8th grade, I was pretty nervous about starting high school, but honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that big of a transition from 8th grade to 9th grade, but there's some more work and you can handle it.
There's a lot of people up here to help you with this transition. My advice is to keep an open mind, work hard, and try to start 9th grade on the right foot with a good attitude, a good work ethic. It's a brand new start for you, and it's a time when you can become what you want to become.
Have fun, be yourself, be relaxed, and it'll come to you.
Stay focused. Just stay focused. I realize that this is supposedly the best time of your life. Could be true, could not be true. It all depends on the individual just idea of what you think school is. Some people can't wait to get out, to go into the workforce. So I think that just get through it the best that you can.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Feel more at ease. The most important thing is to avoid panicking. Find something you enjoy by exploring various class options and participating in other events outside of school. It may take some time, but you'll eventually feel right at home here at PTHS.
This has been Alyssa Waldron and John Lang for What's Up Warriors. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for watching What's Up Warriors. We hope that our stories have helped you feel more comfortable with your transition to high school. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Cam.
Good luck in high school.